Nizam-ul-Mulk. Abu Ali Hassan, what's his name? Abu Ali al-Hassan. Nizam-ul-Mulk means the orderer of the realm. It was a title that he was given. He was a Turkish but Persianized Turk from a family of administrators, and he is a central figure. He is, in the history of Islam in this period, he is as important as Ghazali. He is as important as Ghazali. Because what he did was create the political, administrative, and intellectual conditions in which Islam could flourish. He was a righteous man. He was a narrator of hadith, and he studied with the ulama, which was very rare, especially for Turks. Turks were, at this stage, not particularly, and I would say Turks of those of Turkish origin, particularly interested in religion. At the best of times, they were more interested in political power and that sort of stuff. Yeah, but Nizam-ul-Mulk, he loved the ulama. He loved the Sufis. In fact, an accusation that was made against Nizam-ul-Mulk is that he is wasting the wealth of the empire supporting itinerant Sufis, building khanqahs, building madrasas, rather than building garrisons and fortresses. Okay? But his court was a place, as we've taken at Muaskar, was a place where the ulama would come, and the greatest ulama of the time would come and debate and discuss issues of law and so forth. Nizam-ul-Mulk ensured that the Seljuk Sultanate and the Abbasid Khilafah therefore ran very well, very effectively, very efficiently, that resources went where they were needed, that the army was well kitted and well funded. It is no surprise that what happened in the Christian world with the Christians at the Crusades began after the death of Nizam-ul-Mulk, the untimely death of Nizam-ul-Mulk. And Nizam-ul-Mulk actually, in once he was being criticized by some of the rulers, and he said that my inkstand is, and he wrote it in poetry, my inkstand is as powerful as the banner of the Sultan. My inkstand is as powerful as the banner of the Sultan. Right? If my inkstand topples, the Sultanate will topple. Because there were a number of assassination attempts on his life, and he said this, and it was prophetic. Actually, it was prophetic, because when he died, when he was assassinated in 485 of the Hijrah, that's really when the problem started. That's really when the major political problem started. The Seljuk Sultanate really fell apart at this point. It continued for about another 100 years, but in much reduced form. So he built the Nizamiya College, and what he did is he recruited the greatest Sunni scholars of his time to serve in the Nizami colleges. So prior to Ghazali, Shirazi, great Shafi'i scholar. Isfariyini, another great Shafi'i. He was Shafi'i, and he favored the Shafi'is, although he gave credence to others as well. Qushayri was one of the teachers in the Nizamiya in Nisapur, Imam al-Haramain. So what he did is he went out and he headhunted the greatest Sunni scholars, and he made a point of that, the greatest Sunni scholars of his era, and he gave them all the resources they needed. He put them in the central places in the empire, and he said, teach and do da'wah. Okay? Up to this point, there was really very little counter argument to both the Ismaili doctrines, but also to the Mu'tazili doctrines, which were very, very prominent in Central Asia. And there was very little proper intellectual counter argument to these doctrines. So Nizam-ul-Mulk, a very, very important figure, and he deserves to be known about.